Born in 1875 under a banyan tree here in Mumbai, growing into the heartbeat of India's financial might, 150 years is not just a number for BSE, but a saga of vision, resilience, and the unyielding spirit of continued relevance. On behalf of everyone here at the Bombay Stock Exchange, we are honored to welcome you to our 150-year celebrations. And we cannot thank you enough for considering us worthy to share this moment with us. And so, on behalf of BSE, here's welcoming you by saying thank you. And now, to mark the beginning of today's proceedings, may I request the dignitaries present today, in order, the Honorable Minister for Finance and Corporate Affairs, Srimati Nirmala Sitharaman ji, Honorable Minister of State Finance, Shri Pankaj Chaudhary ji, Chairman of the Security and Exchange Board of India, Shri Tuhin Kanta Pandey ji, and Shri Sundararaman Ramamurthy ji, the Managing Director and CEO of the Bombay Stock Exchange, to please illuminate this auspicious day with the lamp lighting ceremony.
Vakratunda Mahakaya Surya Koti Samaprabha Nirvignam Kurume Deva Sarva Karyeshu Sarvada. Vakratunda Mahakaya Surya.
May I please request the dignitaries to take their seats on the dais. Ladies and gentlemen, as we embark on this historic occasion, celebrating 150 years of the Bombay Stock Exchange, it is my privilege to call upon the person steering this esteemed institution since January of 2023. Under his leadership, BSE continues to emerge stronger and is soaring new heights of relevance, building upon its enduring legacy of resilience. Please join me in welcoming, to deliver the welcome address, the Managing Director and Chief Executive Officer of the Bombay Stock Exchange, Shri Sundararaman Ramamurthy ji. Over to you.
Distinguished dignitaries on the dais, our chief guest, Honorable Minister of Finance and Corporate Affairs, Nirmala Sitharaman ji, our guests of honor, Honorable Minister of State Finance, Chaudhary Sahab, Chairman SEBI, Pandey Sahab, and other guests, Sarvapratham, Pranam or Namaskar. It's a great pleasure, honor, a lifetime opportunity for me that I am delivering this welcome address on this august occasion. While standing here, I actually represent all the good work of all my predecessors at BSE, the boards, regulators, and policy makers who have contributed for the existence and growth of BSE. Our existence is a testament to the resilience, innovation, and passion of them, and to the determination of us to carry this forward. 150 years is a long time. I look at it in three parts. Pre-1957, 1957 to 1992, post-1992. In the pre-1957 area, as part of the pre-Azad Bharat, the seeds of Asia's and India's oldest stock exchange, BSE, were sown. The regulatory framework, purpose, and goals were different. Despite multiple ups and downs, BSE showed resilience and contributed to the economic development. In 1957, BSE got recognized as the first recognized stock exchange of India. And with the formulation of Securities Contract Regulation Acts, some amount of clarity on the role of stock exchanges emerged, but still there was a significant stakeholder bias. With SEBI Act in 1992, the direction became very clear: investor protection, awareness creation, through which the development of capital markets. As first-line regulators, stock exchanges started performing this clear role under the guidance of SEBI. This era has seen significant progress. Online anonymous order matching system, novation through central clearing party, dematerialization, shortening of settlement cycles, strengthening of clearing and settlement. All of these resulting in spread and democratization of access, transparency, liquidity, corporate governance, democratic dissemination of corporate information, co-creation of regulation with a consultative approach, and thus building trust, capital formation, job creation, wealth creation, and overall economic development. The numbers stand testimony to the significance of these measures. Today, BSE has around 5,500 listed entities, largest in the world, with market cap of around 400 lakh crores, sixth largest. 25 years before, it was a meager 6 lakh crores. In last 5 years, BSE has enabled capital formation to the extent of 100 lakh crores. The number of investors have grown 4 times. Sensex BSE's benchmark index 3 times. AUM under AMC is 3 times. Number of retail folios 12-fold. Systematic investment plan around 6-fold. 60% of this growth has come from non-Tier 1 and Tier 2 securities, which goes with the social objective of financial inclusion. Financialization of household savings have increased from 27 to 39%. Currently around 1,100 SMEs are listed in the stock exchanges in India, with BSE contributing around 570 listing. This is a very, very, very small number compared to the total number of SMEs, which are around 6 crores in this country. SME contributes in a significant way for economic development, job creation, exports, and therefore to GDP. Equity listing of SMEs goes a big way in augmenting banking by providing the risk capital and therefore enabling banks to provide quality working capital. We have to go a long way, and we will certainly work towards that. Under the leadership of Honorable Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi ji, we are living in a golden era of Azadi Ki Amrit Kal, where we are marching towards Viksit Bharat and Atmanirbhar Bharat. Madam, with record 8 consecutive budgets, you have relentlessly been working for the cause of Indian economy and India Inc. With the continued development of our economy through growth-oriented policy formulation and robust regulatory setup, India will become a developed nation by 2047. There will be more than 1 billion Indians who will be in the earning age, contributing for this country's growth, consumption, production, savings, and investments. The role of Yuva and Nari, which our Honorable Finance Minister has close to her heart, is very important in this process. Madam, we at BSE stand committed to the market development and regulation. I shall continue to contribute by performing our role diligently and relentlessly. Under the able guidance of our regulators and policymakers, we will continue to play a pivotal role in taking India's capital markets to new heights domestically and beyond. This is a momentous occasion, and I once again thank the dignitaries on the dais and the other guests for honoring us by your presence here, and I welcome you all for the event ahead. Thank you and namaskar.
Thank you, Ramamurthy ji, for those inspiring words. And here is wishing you and Team BSE the very best as you propel BSE forward into the future. Ladies and gentlemen, now, in line with the age-old tradition at the Bombay Stock Exchange, may I request Ramamurthy ji to escort Honorable Minister Srimati Nirmala Sitharaman ji to inaugurate today's proceedings with the ringing of the gong. And ladies and gentlemen, maybe we can help them with some applause when the gong rings to commemorate this 150-year celebrations. And here we go. Thank you. We now have some special initiative launches to commemorate this historic occasion. Honorable Minister, it would be our privilege to have you officially unveil the BSE 150-year commemorative coin for all of us here today. We have two other initiatives we would like the Honorable Minister to launch for us in this auspicious occasion. The first is the brand new BSE 150 Index, which features 150 of the country's most liquid companies. We also have BSE's CSR initiatives. Honorable Minister, if you could please do the honors by clicking the remote in your hand. Thank you, Honorable Minister, for blessing those initiatives. And now, ladies and gentlemen, 150 years of the Bombay Stock Exchange has been more than just an institution for India. It has been a living witness and participant to India's transformation from a country under colonial rule into the global economic superpower that it is today. We now have a short film that traces this journey of BSE through resilience. Ladies and gentlemen, here is 150 years of the Bombay Stock Exchange.
BSE, the Kalpavriksha of the Indian capital market, is completing its 150 years of service to the economy. The oldest recognized stock exchange in Asia, BSE has been the leading beacon of the multi-trillion-dollar Indian stock market, one of the largest in the world. Conceived under a banyan tree, the Bombay Stock Exchange was first formed as the Native Shares and Stockbrokers Association in 1875. Through reforms, it supported the growth of corporate India and freedom movement of the country.
BSE's resilience lied in its ability to continue to remain relevant and contemporary. As early as 1936, BSE pursued hard with Government of Bombay and aligned its listing requirements with that of London Stock Exchange. In 1956, the first important capital market regulation called Securities Contract Regulation Act was enacted, and BSE became the first recognized stock exchange of India, leading into a new era.
What Bombay Stock Exchange has done is to provide, in those very early days, the foundation for the growth of business and industry. And without a proper functioning stock exchange, I do not think we would have, as a country, reached where we are today.
To provide a capable performance benchmark in the country's capital market, the exchange launched BSE Sensex in 1986.
The oldest index of India is considered the barometer of the performance of India's economy.
1990s saw economic upheaval and strife for the country in form of balance of payment crisis and terror attacks.
We were all inside and the entire center glass of the building, it fell. We all got the lines temporarily up and business was as usual on Monday. We want to show the terrorists that we are unstoppable.
BSE became unstoppable as it became the first exchange to adapt to transformative technologies of trading, while setting up pillars for the new capital market.
Online trading, trade guarantee system and depository system. These were the three main pillars of having the modern markets that you have today.
The reform process witnessed the emergence of multiple new sectors. BSE continued to support capital formation in the existing and new sectors and ushered in a new era of vibrancy.
Under the new leadership, with its agile customer-centric focus, new cutting-edge technology, product diversification, and global integration, the Kalpavriksha of Indian capital market is gearing up for Viksit Bharat.
India now has a very well-articulated vision of Viksit Bharat under the leadership of the Honorable Prime Minister. I am confident that BSE, under the guidance of our Honorable Finance Minister, will be the key catalyst in fulfilling the collective vision of this new India.
BSE continues to serve the emerging Viksit Bharat in its efforts of capital formation, wealth creation, and economic well-being. Indeed, BSE is the Kalpavriksha, the wish-granting tree, which provides not only shade but also prosperity, abundance, and wealth.
As more and more Indians' aspirations for wealth gets fulfilled, the Kalpavriksha of India's capital market stays rooted in its strength of timeless wisdom, resilience and regeneration. Today, as the institution celebrates the privilege of partnering the nation in its growth journey, its new journey has just begun.
Ladies and gentlemen, on this occasion of 150, for those who serve BSE here today and those before us, a round of applause. I would now like to call upon the stage our guest of honor, the 11th Chairman of the Security and Exchange Board of India, Sri Tuhin Kanta Pandeji, to address this august house.
Honorable Minister of Finance and Corporate Affairs, Shrimati Nirmala Sitharaman ji, Honorable Minister of State for Finance, Shri Pankaj Chaudhary ji, distinguished board members of BSE, past and present, Mr. Ramamurthy, MD and CEO, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. It's my proud privilege to be here today on this historic occasion and be witness to BSE celebrating 150 years of service, not only as a stock exchange, but as a landmark institution of India. We are also delighted that Honorable Finance Minister and Honorable Minister of State for Finance are amidst us on this important occasion. I thank BSE for inviting me to speak at this function. As the oldest stock exchange in Asia, the origins of BSE